I hope you followed my previous videos on object code generation for different SAC examples we have taken up. Okay, in the current session we'll take up one source program, and this is the source program which is given, for which let us generate the object program. And that means first let us do the address assignment, then object code generation, finally let us generate the object program as well, right? And here the opcodes are given for the respective mnemonic symbols. Starting with the address assignment, so what is the starting address? It is given with the starting instruction is 3500. That is the starting address is given, and you don't have to assign anything for the starting instruction. So the starting address will be 3500. Again, as we spoke about in our previous example also, you need to categorize the instructions as assembler directive. These are all the non-assembler directive instructions, and these are all the assembler directive instructions, based on which, so for the non-assembler directive instructions, so as we have the common format, which is opcode, X, and the operand address store. So totally 24 bits. So 24 bits means 3 bytes. So you need to allocate 3 bytes for the non-assembler directive instructions. And so in that means you just need to allocate 3 bytes. So I'll say 3503, again 3506, again 3509, followed by 3509 plus 3 is 12. 12 is nothing as C. Again you have C plus 350 F, because C plus 3 is 15. 15 is nothing as F. So like that we assigned only 3 bytes for the non-assembler directive instructions, because having this format. Now this is the byte, which is the assembler directive instruction, based on our previous example also. In case of byte, first you need to find out the length of the operand, based on which itself you need to assign the address. So here if you assume what is the length of the operand is, this is the software is the operand, which has, you can, if you count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. There are totally 8 characters. I repeat, there are totally 8 characters. As we know that every character requires an individual ASCII number, and what is the length of that ASCII? It is a 1 byte. So for every characters you need 1 byte. So totally 8 characters are there. So you require totally 8 characters. I repeat, first you need to find out the length of the operand, and length of the operand is 8 characters, and for every character it requires 1 byte. So for totally 8 characters it requires 8 bytes. So allocate 8 bytes to this instruction. So when you allocate 8 bytes to this instruction, what is the current address? It is what you can observe. It is what 350F. In the hexadecimal, it is 350F plus 8. So we'll get 3517. So the next address would be 3517. Again, now here it is reserve byte. Okay, reserve byte 8. So as we know that it is a reserve byte 8, so you need to allocate so many bytes, whatever it is specified in the operand. What is the operand value? Here it is 8, and here it is reserve byte. So it means that you need to allocate 8 bytes again. So for which, if you all 3518 plus 8, it is what 351F. It is what 351F. Now again 0 word 0, and also max limit word 8, as we spoke about about this in the previous example also, irrespective of the operand. Okay, in case of byte, what did I say? You first, based on the length of the operand, you should assign, but here for the word, irrespective of the operand, you should allocate 3 bytes only, because every integer requires 1 word. 1 word is nothing as 3 bytes. So in that perspective, okay, in that perspective you need to allocate 3 bytes to each. So when you allocate, it is 351F plus 3, it is what you will get 352 F plus 3. F plus 3. So plus 3 is what 3522, and plus 3 it is 3525. So okay, that's the addresses whatever we assigned for the given instructions. Now let me take it to the object code generation. As we spoke about this, so what is the opcode of LDX? Based on this table, it is 04. So it is what 0 and 4. Again, does it make use of any X register in the operand field? No. So X is 0. What is the operand? It is 0. What is the address of the 0? It is what 351F. I repeat, address of the 0 is what 351F. So how to write the 351F? It is what 0011 is 3 5 1 and f. This is what 351f. But when you write that in the 16 when you write in the bits format, so it requires 16 bits, but in the field we have only 15 bits. So among the 16 bits, irrespective of the first bit, either it's 0 or 1, so you need to neglect the first bit. So that's how we'll be making to be a 15 bits. Even about this we spoke in the previous example also, right? Again, form every 4 bits together. So when you form every 4 bits, so it is what 0 4. Now including this 0, include this 3, so it is what 0011. It is what 3. It is what 3 followed by, it is again next is 5, again 1 and f. That's the object code for the LDF 0. Next we have LDCH. LDCH, what is the opcode of LDCH? It is 50. So how to write 5 and 0, and it is 0. Is it making use of x? My dear, you can observe it is making use of x in the operand field. So x bit will be set to 1. So it is indexing addressing mode. And what is the operand here? It is string 1. What is the address of string 1? It is 350f. So I repeat, 0 double 1 is 3. How to write f? Sorry, how to write 5? It is what 0101, and it is, so you can observe it is 350f 0 and f, right? Based on which, what is the object code? You group every 4 bits. So it is, when you take a first 4 bits, it is 5 0, and including this 1 you have to group. It will become 1011. 1011 is what? D. Again 50f. That's the object code, right? Next again STCH. What is the opcode of STCH? It is 54. The opcode of STCH is 54. Have that 54. When you have 54, it is 0101 is 5 and 0100 is what? 4. Again, does it make use of X register? Definitely. You can observe it is making use of X register. So X will be 1. And what is the operand here? It is string 2. STR2. What is the address of that? It is 3517. So how to write 3? It is 011. Again 0101 is 5 and 17. 3517. 0001 and 111. Right, that's a 3517. Again same way, group together. It is what? You can observe 5 5 4. Again including this 1 1011. 1011 is what? B, right? 517. That's the object code of the STCH string 2, x. Again you have TIX. What is the opcode of TIX? It is 2C. I'll see the 200 is C. And is it making use of X register in the operand? No. So X is 0. What is the operand? Max limit. What is the address of that? It is 3522. So 0 11 is 3, 0101 5 2 2 3522. So based on that, what is the object code you got? It is what? 2C 3522. That's the object code for the TX max limit. Then JLT loop. There is the next you have JLT loop. When you have JLT loop, so what is the opcode of JLT? It is 38. It is what? 00338. Then does it make use of X register? No, right? So X is 0. Then what is the operand here? It is the loop. What is the address of loop? It is 3503. So 3, but how to write 3? It is what? 0113. Okay, 5 0 and 3 3503. So based on that, object code is what? 38, right? 3503. That's the object code. So like that, we have generated the object code for the non-assembly directive instructions by using this format, opcode X and the operand address. Now here is the instruction. Here is the instruction with the byte. So which is the assembly directive instruction, and for the assembly directive instruction, which is byte, your operand itself will be the object code, but this software itself will be the object code. But how to write that software, for which itself you need to refer the ASCII code. You need to refer the ASCII table. So find out what is the ASCII of yes. What is the ASCII of yes? So you can observe, as it is uppercase yes, because ASCII of lowercase s and uppercase characters are not same. I repeat, ASCII of uppercase characters and lowercase characters are not same. So here it is uppercase characters. So what is the ASCII of yes? Find out that. When you find out the ASCII of yes, okay, when you find out the ASCII of yes, you can observe somewhere here it is ASCII of yes. It is what? 53. Okay, I hope you can observe the ASCII of yes is what? 53. ASCII of O, it is what? 51. So in that means, so ASCII of S is what, 53, ASCII of O it is what, 51, right? Then you need to find out F and T. ASCII of F is what, 46, ASCII of T is what, 54. So ASCII of F 46 and ASCII of T 54, right? Again you need to find out W and A. What is ASCII of W? It is what, 57, A is what, 41. 57, 41. Again RE. ASCII of R is what, 52 and E is what, 45. So ASCII of R is what, 52 and ASCII of E is 45. So like that, this is the object code for the software based on which the, how did you generate this object code for the for this instruction media. This operand itself will be the object code, but that you have to represent in the ASCII. So ASCII of S, okay, ASCII of S. So when you find out ASCII of S, it is ASCII of S is 53, ASCII of O is 51, ASCII of F is what, 46, ASCII of T, ASCII of T is what, 54. Again software W, ASCII of W is 57, ASCII of A is 41, ASCII of R is 52, ASCII of E it is 45. In that way we have found this object code for this software, which is these, right? I hope you are getting. Next, again, reserve byte instruction. As we spoke so many times, for the reserve byte and reserve word instruction, you don't have to generate any object code at all. So it is in a just empty space, right? Again, you have word instructions. For the word instruction, whatever may be the operand itself is the object code. So when you write this 0 itself will be the object code, but write in the 3 bytes format. 0. Again, 8 is also same. 8 itself will be the object code, but write in the 3 bytes format. So it is 8. Right, and as usual there is no object code for the end. This is the object, these are the object codes for the given instructions. Now let us get into the object program writing. When you take it to the object program writing process, as usual we have head followed by the name of the program. Here the name of the program is example, but you can fit only till exampl, because you, as of your format, it is 2 3 4 5 6 7. So till there only, you can't write E. Again followed by starting address. Starting address is 3500. Find out the length. How to find out the length? Last address. What is the last address? It is 3525 minus 3500. Definitely it is 25 is the length. So I'll say 25 is the length of the program. Next, text record. Where, what is the first object code? Here it is this. Okay, this is the first object code. What is the address of that? It is 3500. So 00. So here we'll have T followed by 003500. I'll leave the space for the length. And what is the first object code? This. Okay. So yeah, here, so T followed by 003500. I'll leave the space for the length. Then that's the first object code. Then so you just keep writing those object codes. My dear, you have to be very clear, because so right here in this example also, however we saw in the previous example, so there is an intermediator reserving instruction, which is either it can reserve byte or the reserve word. So there you need to stop the respective text record, because you have an intermediator, a reserve byte and reserve word instruction. So in that perspective, so here, if as you can observe here, right after this instruction you have the reserve byte instruction. So it means to say where you will be only allocating memory space, so you have to leave an empty space. In that perspective, the current text record will be stopped here itself. Current text record will be stopped here itself. Next text record will be initiated for the another set of object codes, and for this object code the starting address is what, 351F. So it will be 00351F. That's the starting address. I'll leave the space, and again, so that's how we'll be writing the another text record. Finally we'll be having end record where the starting address is 3500. See, mind about it, my dear students. So it is very clear that if suppose if this instruction is not there, then these two object codes can also be written with these itself in the same text record, because as we say that maximum limit of your text record, it is up to 69 columns. So these can also be fit into this itself as of your length perspective. But here as we can't able to, we should not continue here. The only reason that here it is a reserve byte instruction, as we have the reserve byte instruction here, so you should not continue here. You are supposed to have the separate text record like this. Now find out the length of the first text record. It is 3 plus 3 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 3 is 12 plus 3 is 15. 15 plus this is totally 8 bytes. 15 plus 8 is what? In the decimal 15 plus 8 is what? 23 bytes. In the hexadecimal it is 17, so it is 17. And length of the second text record is 3 plus 3 is what? 6 bytes, right? That's how we'll be finding out the, that is the object program for the given example. I hope you understood. If, as I repeat, if this instruction is not there, then these can also be fit into the same text record with these. As there is this empty, as there is a reserve instruction, either in reserve byte or reserve word, so you need to break the text record there because it is an allocation of memory space. Okay, thank you. This is the object program for the given source program.